G'day and welcome to my garage.
Okay, I have the base materials cut out for the temporary work table. So that consists of the feed screw support, which gets fitted that way. It's still got to be cleaned up in the machine. There's two 12mm standoffs and two 25x6 flat bar. That's to create a 10mm slot in between. So there's 4 screws on the top each side. It's 8. 3 screws on the bottom each side. It's 6. It's 14. So a lot of work. 14 holes that have got to be drilled and tapped into those two. Man, see you in a month. Okay, into it. Okay, that's those 3 holes. Now the 4 holes. 1, 2, 3. There's got to be 4 holes now on the. Let's make sure we got this right. So we just drill those 3 holes. Now we've got, so 1, 2, 3, then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 holes are the 3 holes are to bolt it into the base plate, the way, and the other 4 are for the 25x6 pads, and then all that gets bolted to the to that base plate and creates a 10mm T slot. Okay, let's go find some oil. Just put a drop of oil in these things. Okay, let's do these 4. Reposition it, stupid. And if you're wondering, this whole drill is a Shure, an Australian made drill. It'll be from the are we getting that in? No, not really. Anyhow, it'll be sometime in the 60s this drill was made. I haven't had it that long. I only bought it about 12 months ago. Put 2 belts on it and yeah, keep going strong. Had trouble getting the belts back. Okay, that's the series of holes that I need to make. Now, before I thread these, I now have to position this on the base plate and also the clamp pads, or the pads on top. After I drill them out, then I can sort out the drilling out to tapping size and doing the tapping. Alright, off we go. I'm just working the inside face of this, what is it? It's the work table screw support. This has got to be 90 degrees, flat. There was a build-up of material there from the casting that I've had to file down. So I'm getting close, and like I said, this has got to be at 90 degrees and obviously flat. So I'll continue on. Pretty good. I've still got to take a bit out of that corner there. I won't bore you with that, but you may have seen me do this a few times. It was suggested to me on YouTube to try chalk. Excuse me, to try chalk. It helps. Still have some on that side to take out. Oh, both. I can I can work with that. So just round off these corners, like 45 degrees actually, and then I'll mount this in the lathe, drill a 10mm hole, run the reamer through it, glue a spindle in there, then I can turn the front face and the boss. I can turn the front face and the boss down. So that's good. Catch you later. Just squaring up the same housing, the screw support. Beautiful. I'll just clean this side up to make it look the same. That looks a lot better. Just break the edges. Okay, ready to drill that out. And then face that off. Just countersinking the holes. Just countersinking the holes in the top plates of the work table. See if that's enough. Beautiful. There's two of these frames that bolt to the work table surface, and they create a 10mm T slot. These screws need to be shortened because that surface there bolts to the plate, work table base plate. That's got to be shortened off the end, dressed up. But anyhow, the first two holes are finished. Now I can go through and drill all the other holes, and two of those will be tapped for the work table, and the other three will be tapped also where the work table base plate, where that mounts onto the base plate, but the screws come in from underneath. So off we go back to the vise. We'll now drill these remaining 2, 4, 5 holes. Okay, and thread them. Catch you later. I just filed that surface there flat. That'll be my reference surface for aligning this 90 degrees to the bed. So let's just attach this. I've marked off one hole in the centre, and been drilled and countersunk. So let's just fix this down. Okay, that's 0. Ah, 0. That's interesting. That's 2. Effect 0. Oh. That's now 10. So we went too far. We're on 5, 5, and -1. So we're 6. 5. That's a little bit over 2. That's 3. That's just over 0. Wrong way, always the wrong way. That's 2.5. That's 2. Alright. Let's lock this in place. Like that. What on earth is the neighbour up to? Okay. I'll spot drill this position. Yes, I noticed that I was going to spot drill. I'll be back. I'm using this old drill press because I broke a tap yesterday. It's only a 5mm tap, so it doesn't take much. And I broke it because I had the tap wrench on there. It's not a big one, but it's too big for this tap, and I happened to kick it down on one side just a little bit too much. But this works really good. Got a fair way to tap because I'm tapping. This is the top plate, the 6mm, and then the riser is another 12mm. So it's a 18mm thread, which means this intermediate tap has to go all the way through. Otherwise I won't have a full thread on the other side, and the other side is the side where the screw's coming in from. Okay, let's screw that out now. Well, that one's fitted and aligned. This bottom rail is now fitted. So all we have left is fit this back on again. Come on. Come on. Okay, that should leave me a 10mm T-slot with that front edge lined up. Now off to mount this thing. I still have a little bit of adjustment on the shimming of these. Hang on, Were they loose? I don't remember. I did loosen them up just to make sure the little bit of binding I had with this slide. See if it was the clamps, the thickness of the table, or was it the width of the table. So I loosened these 8, 2, 4, 8 clamp bolts off, and it was the thickness where I had a little bit of trouble. So that now moves beautiful. It's not binding, and it's relatively even all the way through its troubles. So now I can adjust the pads. That's just some shimming. I have to get some 1 and 2 thou shim stock for that. So onto the lathe and clean this up to go on there, and I can do the screw. Okay, catch you later.